Hi, how's it going? It's Eamon here. So I'm back to do another video. I promised you I'd be making different videos over the next few weeks to do with Slimming World. And this evening's subject is one of my favourite topics in the world to talk about, and that is image therapy and the importance of members staying to group every single week. So if you are a member of Slimming World, I'm sure if you've ever had that experience of not being able to stay to group on a day, as you go to leave your venue, maybe the consultant or maybe even one of their social team, will kind of say, are you not able to stay tonight? And a lot of members really kind of skip out the door, embarrassed or, in a hurry, like they feel they're going to hurt the consultant's feelings if they don't stay to group. And the bottom line is, it doesn't hurt my feelings if a member doesn't stay to group, but it hurts the member's chances of losing weight if they don't stay to group, particularly if they don't stay to group on a regular basis. So there will be members who from day one totally embrace everything Slimming World has to offer and all the help and support, and they have their seat in image therapy. As soon as they weigh in, they park themselves down and they absolutely love image therapy and things like Team Fun Tech. There's other members who maybe gave it a go at the beginning and it's kind of fallen off as a habit for them, staying to group every single week. And there are also members who attend Slimming World groups who from day one have just never ever made that commitment to stay to group. And it is the heart and soul of a Slimming World group. So I've been a consultant for 3 years. Before that I was a member and I did stay to group every single week. I actually put myself forward for the social team in my old group in order to give myself that excuse of feeling like I had to go to group every single week, because otherwise I would let my consultant down and they needed my help. And even now, as a consultant for 3 years down the line, I still attend a group on a weekly basis and I still stay to group on a weekly basis. The reason for that is that image therapy is an hour for myself once a week. It's an hour for me to come to group, to see my result and to hold myself accountable for it and to plan ahead for the next week. So whatever it is I want to work towards in the next week, that's my chance to sit down and make a plan for it. If it's more than what I got this week, well, what went wrong with last week? What am I going to do differently? Because that's what we need to put in place, is a change. If I do everything I've done last week, I'm just going to get the same result as last week. So if it's a bigger number that I want this week, what changes do I have to make? That's where I have the chance with a consultant in front of me, with all the other members, everyone else who's on the same journey and knows exactly where I'm coming from as a slimmer, to be able to get that help and that support. The members there cheer me on when I am doing brilliantly at this, and they understand if I turn around and say this week hasn't gone according to plan and I'm not really feeling it and I need a bit of help and support to just refocus and get back on it. The only place that happens for a Slimming World member is in group at image therapy. So it is something that over the years a lot of members say, I don't have time, I don't have that commitment, if you like, to be able to sit down and enjoy image therapy. And the thing with image therapy is, it is where the magic happens in group. If you think about it, if you come to group on a weekly basis and you pay your money, which is $4.95, and then you jump in the scales and you walk out the door, you're paying a £5 for a shot of someone's scales. Whereas you could always go to a pharmacy and pay 50p for the exact same thing. So what I would always say to members, it's a bit like going to the cinema, buying your ticket and then leaving before the cinema starts, or leaving before the show starts. It doesn't make sense. So all the extra help and support, it's absolutely there in image therapy, in staying to group every single week. There's never a week where I would leave group not having learned something that I know is going to help me in my plan for the week ahead that I didn't know before I came through the door. And that only comes from sitting down and joining in. For most members as well, joining Slimming World is something where they have already maybe tried to slim by themselves outside a group, and they haven't been successful, and that's what's brought them to a Slimming World group, because they're not able to do it by themselves. And having all that extra help and that support of other members in group, my saying in my group is, come on guys, we're all in this together, and we are. And there is that great feeling of being part of something, having people that are almost like your Slimming World family, cheering you on inside a group, outside a group, on the Facebook, closed Facebook group. It's all that extra that get members focused and taking control of their own weight loss journey. So if it isn't something that you've ever really given a chance to before, or maybe you gave it a chance for a while and you felt like you didn't like it, I'm going to urge you to go back and give it another go again, because it really is the key. The members who stay to group on a regular basis are the ones who get to target. And the members who pay, weigh and go every single week are the ones who more than likely end up giving up. And it's something that breaks my heart. Every member that comes to a Slimming World group comes there because they want to lose weight. And so I'm never ever going to stop saying to a member, if I see them going to walk out the door, are you not staying to group tonight? Because I know that if they do, they will absolutely be more focused, more prepared in moving forward and getting a great result the next week. So as I say, if it's something that you've fallen out with, or it's fallen off the radar as a habit for you, get back to group. Your consultant is going to be so happy to see you, and I promise you, your weight loss and your success is absolutely going to soar.